Hello. Continuing the Halo month theme. I thought I'd go ahead and start talking about the Halo Legends series. But instead of doing the whole series, I thought I would just do one episode each year. This would buy me a couple of years, and since each episode is a separate OVA, I thought I would go ahead and just talk about one each year. The Legend series is just a bunch of OVAs that take place in the Halo universe. There's about 6 episodes, so that'll give me about 6 years to come up with a anime that would match Halo and give me a couple years of content. But anyway, let me go ahead and start talking about the first episode, Halo Origins 1. And I gotta say, they really missed an opportunity here. But let me go ahead and get to the plot in a sentence.
What plot? This is a 10-minute exposition dump.
I'll go ahead and do the review, thanks. And the plot in a sentence. This is the story of how the Forerunners dealt with the Flood, as told by Cortana.
That sounds like it could be interesting.
It probably could have been if they told the story in a more natural manner. But no, they started the story out with Cortana saying that she was programmed with the entirety of the knowledge of the human race. And it takes her about 2 hours to process that all.
Damn, that is really impressive.
Yeah, it's shown in the Halo universe that AI have the ability to obtain, process, and analyze great stores of information. And it's kind of why they exist, to analyze everything from civil services to battlefield strategies. And they only last about 7 years before they start going crazy with all the information that they're given. And at this point of the Halo story, that Cortana, the main AI, is starting to reach this limit.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, but after she mentions it, has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the video. So it was kind of pointless for her to bring it up. Because after she mentions it, she immediately goes into the story of the Forerunners and the Flood. Basically what happened is the Forerunners had basically conquered the galaxy and was living a pretty good life until the Flood showed up. Yeah, the way Cortana talks about it is kind of... The way it's kind of shown is the Forerunners didn't see the true threat of the Flood until it was far too late to do anything about it. And it really could have been an interesting story, but it's all told in the third-person point of view from Cortana finding out about it and she telling us about it. Yeah, it could have been far more interesting if we could see it from the Forerunners' point of view as the Flood came in and started wrecking all the shit. But no, it's just Cortana telling us about what basically we should have already known if we played the game. And from the time she says, hey, I'm going crazy, to the end of the video is just a big, massive exposition dump. Yeah, the good points of this particular video has great music as always. I don't know if I should add that in because it's basically music from the game, so kind of mixed on that because it's good music, but it's just recycled from the video game. Great visuals. Not really fond of the art style, but it's great to see all the different forms of the Flood and how they spread their biomass over great masses of areas. It's kind of cool to see the big massive biomass collecting over the cities and stuff. And it is kind of interesting to see the Forerunners trying to fight off the Flood before they you activate the Halo array, which just annihilated all life in the galaxy. The bad points of the video, there's no real story here. It's just the AI found out about this thing, so that she's telling us about it. We don't get to see it in a natural, from the first person point of view, what's going on. It's just which is kind of funny because this is the way this video is. But this is a review of this series, so if you went to a movie and all it was someone sitting down and telling you about a zombie apocalypse, that would be a bad movie. And that's basically what this is. And the really bad thing about this particular OVA is that there's no new information here. Basically, everything that's being said, any true fan of the game would already know of. And the only people that's going to appreciate what's being said is a fan of the game. So it's a big circle loop. There's the only people who care about what's being said are the people who play the game, and if you've played the game, you already know what's being said. So this doesn't need to exist. I don't know if it would be so much better if it was actually some forerunner telling the story or something, or some forerunner actually in the midst of this zombie apocalypse going on. But nope, it's just even Cortana herself in the series says, I don't know everything, it's just kind of what I pieced together. And it's just so lame. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a I hate to do this because I love the series so much, but I'm gonna give this a 0 out of 5 stars because this doesn't need to exist. It's just repeating everything we already know already. So there's no real reason for this to exist. I don't know if then the next one is Halo is Origins number 2, which I think is just the backstory of the protagonist, which could be fleshed out a little bit better. But anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for next month because it's not a themed month. But anyway, that's Halo Origins number 1. No, that's Halo Legends Origin number 1. Excuse me. That's the review of the first OVA of this series. Hopefully and I know it gets better because I've seen the series. Anyway, but there are better stories in this disc. This doesn't need to exist. Anyway, thanks for watching. Every second Saturday of the month is a Halo review, or anime review, excuse me. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.